So here we are back on Beauty Beyond the Looks, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my faith and my beliefs, and I wanted to share with you all a little bit of who God is and who Jesus Christ is. What do we believe? We believe that God is love, and without God there is no true love, and Jesus Christ is his son. And the Bible tells us that in John 3:16, the most popular verse of all time, it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, should not die, but have everlasting life." And also it goes on to say, "For God did not send his son to condemn the world, but that the world might be saved through him." So when people think of God like he's an angry God and he's up there ready to just condemn us and judge us and send us to hell, that's so far from the truth. That's not what he came for. He came here to set us free from our own bondage. As humans, we have our own weaknesses, our own struggles, our own addictions, our own angers and fear and anxiety and depressions, and so many other things that come and block us from living a full life that God intended for us. Because also in his word he says he came to give us life and life more abundantly, and he came to give us peace, not like the world gives it, but a peace that surpasses all understanding. That means it goes beyond our understanding. A peace that even when there's super horrible times going on in your life and you don't understand why the chaos, why the sickness, why this, why that, God, if we put a little trust in God and who he is, and that he's the one in control of everything, and that he will make all things work out for good, then that's a peace that surpasses all understanding, because we will be trusting that he has things under control and that he's going to make things better for us. The Bible also says that the enemy of our soul, because since we are human, we have a soul and a spirit besides our body. We're not just animals that walk around in instinct, and we think. We have a conscience, we have a heart, we have emotions, we have decisions to make. That makes us different. We're not animals. One time I was taught in school that we're animals and that we actually come from fish. And yeah, crazy enough, I obviously had a debate with the teacher in front of the class that I don't believe that. I don't believe we come from fish. I don't believe that we're quadrupeds. I don't believe, because we only walk on two legs. We don't walk on our feet and our arms. Anyways, so we are God's creation. We're not animals. And we are humans. We're not animals. So therefore that means we have a soul and a conscience, and there is something else going on besides this material world. There is consequences for our decisions. There is habits, there's cycles that we may continue, and they don't necessarily help us better our lives. If we keep on staying the same way, doing the same things, believing the same things, our life will always turn out the same. And if we don't like our results in our present life right now, it will remain the same. Nothing will change. You can't do that. You have to change something. And the only one that can change your life or your heart or your mind or the way you think is God. Because he's the one that created us, and he's the one that has better plans for us than we could even have for ourselves. He says that his plans are better than ours. And he has a future and a hope for us. That means we can rely on him, and we don't know what direction to take with our lives, and we're just sitting there like, where do I go from here? I'm not comfortable where I'm at. I don't even know who this God is. I don't even know what Jesus Christ is. That's just like a religious thing. That's not going to help me right now in my present time. Let me tell you, He is. Because of Him, everything was created. Everything was meant to glorify a God of creation. A God worthy to be praised because He is a good God. Who else has created you? Nobody else has created you. Your mom didn't create you. God used your mom so that you will be born today. God used your mom and your dad. Maybe you don't know your mom or your dad, but God knows you, and He has a purpose of why He created you. And you're not sitting there unconscious, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And you're not an animal, otherwise you wouldn't even probably be in the computer. So keep those things in mind, and I want you guys to be aware and wake up. And there is something beyond this life. There is something beyond just the material world. There is no point of getting more shoes, more clothes, more makeup, more money. When we die, we take nothing with us. Like the Egyptians thought, they used to think if we bury ourselves with our gold and our treasures, we take them with us. But in reality, we notice that no, it's still sitting there. The stuff rots, or it just gets dusty, or nothing. It's just sitting there. When we die, we take nothing. But where does our soul go? The spirit. Our spirit goes back to God, but where does your soul go? That's your choice. Just think of it like an orange that has a peel, and inside it has, the meat, as I call it, and then it has the juice, okay? If the orange has no juice, it probably has no life. It's probably rotting away, and it's not going to be a good orange. It has to have juice, right? So think of it like this. Our bodies is the peel of the orange, and the inside, well, our soul. But the juice is the spirit. It's what gives us life and flavor. And the only one that is giving you life right now is God. We don't have the capability to tell our brain, make my heart work. When we wake up, we didn't tell ourselves, body, wake up and let your heart start running. Make sure your legs are functioning. Make sure that you can have dominion over yourself, your hands, your legs, everything. Oh, eyes, make sure you can see right. No, right? We just wake up, we get up and leave. We don't even think about that. God took the time to make sure everything was functioning properly. And for some of you, if the enemy of your soul has come to try to steal your health away and destroy you and keep you down in depression and in sickness and in just horrible conditions, and you feel like, whoa, I can't walk, I can't move. If you're watching this video by any chance, anyone, and you probably say, well, no, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't really see, or I can't really hear, or I'm actually, I don't know, something. If you happen to be watching this video, no, it is not God that has you that way. Things do happen in life that's out of our reach. But God is there for us to turn to Him. And anyways, this body, one day, we're all going to die. Anyway, so what's important is your soul. Where is your soul going to go? Who are you trusting on? Who are you living for? If we live for money, it's going to be empty. It's going to be death. When we die, we don't take our money with us. So then what's the whole point of living for money? It will be an empty life, and it will be full of just bills and more bills, because the more money you have, the more things you want, and the more things you have to pay, and then it's just like stressful. And then whenever you happen to lose it all, because sometimes you do lose it all, and economy fails us, and whatever, government fails us, doesn't matter. Where's your hope going to be then? It's going to be all gone. You're going to feel like you lost it all and you want to just die, right? How many of your millionaires, when the economy went down, they committed suicide because they were going to be in huge debts and just they thought their hope was gone, they should just die. Let me tell you, money is not the answer. Money is not the solution to our problems within our soul, and it is not going to be an eternal hope. You want a hope that's going to last and that's going to keep you through all the hard times, all the bad situations out there, all the circumstances that change without our control. It happens to everyone at some point in life. So just remember that. Who is God? He is love. Who is Jesus Christ? His Son, the one that came to give us life, and life more abundantly, a life beyond this one, the material world, where things get old and they fade away, when our shoes get ruined and our clothes rip open because it's old and we just need new ones. You see, everything gets old and wastes away, but your soul, your spirit, where are you gonna go? Who's gonna hold you that in mind? There's beauty beyond the looks. The beauty of God is beyond what it looks like. People think God is religious and boring. Far from the truth. There is beauty beyond what you think is ugly. So look that up. Look it up in John 3:16. That's the most popular verse, and then go on from there. 3:17, where he didn't come to condemn us, but to give us life. And that's it for today. Thank you guys. I hope to be making more videos for you guys soon about different subjects and topics, and trying to find the beauty in everything and beyond. Whatever you think might be ugly, there is beauty beyond that. So stay tuned, guys.